Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great, Zach. How's it going? It looks like it's sunny out there where you're going. It looks like a beautiful day. But let's talk some football and some draft. How about that?
Yes, sir. Sounds perfect.
All right. First and foremost, what's something that most people don't know about you?
I don't know. I'm pretty shy. If I don't really know you and I haven't really built a relationship with you, I'm not your outgoing person. So I'm pretty shy when it comes to that.
Zach, what do you think? What do you think separates you from other quarterbacks in this draft coming up?
I think it's the ability to make plays when plays break down with my legs. I think I've been blessed with some speed, and the ability to make plays on my feet when something breaks down is the ability to set me apart from other people. And then I think it's just leadership and toughness that I've shown throughout my career. As a quarterback these days, whenever you're running quarterback, you got to be tough. So when someone hits you, pretty hard, you got to be able to get back up and continue playing. And so, I pride myself on that and just the competitive nature that I have. So I think I bring a lot to the table.
I'm going to take a chance on you. From what I understand, the 49ers, Rams, Jags, and the Cowboys were interested in you. That's accurate, correct?
Yes, sir.
What team did you grow up liking?
Since I grew up in Alabama, we didn't have any professional teams. So I grew up liking the Atlanta Falcons just because that was the closest team to me.
Nothing wrong with that. And, of course, you was a Tide fan, I'm assuming, or was you a War Eagle?
I was a War Eagle fan. My dad played at Auburn. So
okay. So if you had a choice, we know you don't, where would you like to go? Do you see yourself, or it just doesn't matter?
To be honest, you get that question a lot, and I think it just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a dream of mine to play since I was a little kid, and just sitting in the footsteps I'm in right now, just trying to fulfill that dream it's an honor right now. So I think anybody that takes a chance with me, I'm just willing to give it 110% to go out there and make a name for myself.
Hold on, let me get this up for you. Explain this play to me here. What you thought about this play? I think you saw them in man coverage, and was that the play that was called, or you kind of ad-libbed on that one?
Yeah, so we basically called a quarterback draw right here. But if they weren't in man, we had the ability to kill it at the line of scrimmage to get into something that was a better zone beater for us. And so when we lined up, I saw it was man. I saw his press coverage outside. And then when I sent the running back in motion, that linebacker ran with him. So at that point, I knew there was nobody else in the box. So it was basically perfect for me. It was just a matter of making someone miss to get out there. And then basically when I stepped back and went to run forward, there was nobody in sight. And so, that's obviously a good feeling. So that was probably one of my favorite plays that I've had at App State.
I kind of thought so. That's why I kind of pulled this up here. This play right here is just amazing. I think I think as soon as you saw that motion, when the motion man came out, the back came out to the flats, and the guy, like you said, it was like parting the Red Sea. There's nobody there for at least 20 yards, and then after that, it's off to the races. And why you had such a great 40-yard dash, and people see why you're so mobile. So with that play there, you know what the first thing that comes to my head is? This right here. Don't know if you remember this. Steve Young back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
The first thing that came to my mind was this play. I said, "What this looks like Steve Young." And the killer part was the very end, is as just like you did, the stumble into the end zone. That was the best part. Coming to the end was you diving in the end zone. So I thought that was pretty awesome on that play there.
Like you said, obviously we wish we could have had that game back. When it came down to the wire, we just made some key mistakes, including myself, and put some balls into danger that didn't need to be thrown. And, when you look back at the film, you're like I've never done this before. Why would I do this? And it sucks. But at the end of the day, I think we learned a lot from that game, not only for football, but I think you learned a lot for just life scenarios. And how to attack life and how to attack the game of football. And so, it sucked at the end of the day that we didn't get that win. But I think when it all came together, I think as a team, it brought us closer together. And I think it taught us more than it did tear us apart.
Well, how do you feel about there's currently no backup quarterback in Tampa Bay? How would you feel backing up Tom Brady?
I think it'd be a blessing. When I first started this, that's who I started looking up to. You saw the way that he competes. You saw the way that he was a winner on and off the field. And so he's always been a role model to me. And that would be someone that I would always love to back up. Just to learn the knowledge and learn the game that he plays would just be a blessing.
Is that the reason why you wear the number 12, or is that 12 for another reason?
That 12 was actually because of him. Just wanted to be like him, honestly.
Coming on here, is there anything that you want to put out to NFL teams and people that don't know much about you? Something that they might not know that they're going to miss out on if they decide not to pick you up in the draft or after the draft? A message you want to put out there to them?
I think it's just plain and simple. I think my pedigree of what I did at App and the awards and everything like that speak for themselves. And I think just the competitive nature I have in me and the toughness and the grit that I play with, not only on the field, but off the field, in the film room and in the weight room, I think it could be a good fit for any team out there. Now it just depends on who's willing to take the risk on me and willing to fulfill that so I can fulfill my dream and just give my all to an organization.
But I appreciate your time coming on here, Zach. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule coming on here, and I really look forward to seeing what happens in the draft. If you get picked up or getting picked up after, whatever it is, and I'll stay in touch with you, and I'll keep an eye on you. And I appreciate you coming on here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
No problem, Zach. Have a good day. Stay blessed.
All right. You too.